Maps. It is a perfect use of scale. And here is the key, or in other words, we could call it our scale, and it equals 1 inch equals 75 miles. They also gave that to us in the problem right there. So if we went back and looked at our 3 easy steps, if they give you the scale, write it as a ratio and label it. And then right next to it, make an equal ratio and make sure that you label the units so they match. So let's go do that part, and then we'll worry about the rest of step 2. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and write this even though I haven't even read the problem yet, which is not a great practice, but I'm just setting it up there. 1 inch equals 75 miles. Now let's just read it. On a map, the distance from Birmingham, Alabama to Columbus, Georgia is 1.756 inches. The scale of the map, so again, the scale, that's what we wrote right there. We set it up as a fraction and we labeled it, is 1 inch equals 75 miles. And then it says how many miles, whoops, how many miles is Birmingham from Columbus? Well, the second step that it said to do was go make an equal ratio, and please, please, please go ahead and make these match. And they said how many miles? Well, that's what we want right there. X miles. We need to find that. But how many inches is it on the actual map? 1.75 inches. Now, for your handout, I expanded this from the book, and it should be 1 inch and then 3/4 right there. But because I made the picture bigger so we can see it, it's not going to match up exactly on your ruler. I would say, though, could you just go ahead and draw a straight line from Birmingham to Columbus? That way you can be like, hey, that's the distance that we want to find right there. And we have made a proportional relationship using the scale, right? 1 inch equals 75 miles in real life. And now we can find the distance between Birmingham and Columbus. Believe it or not, this is what we had to do before we had Google Maps back in the day. So let's go cross multiply and solve. 1 times x is 1x. 75 times 1.75 is 131.25. And so if we had to divide both sides by 1, which we really don't have to, we would find out that how many miles is Birmingham from Columbus? 131.25 miles.